Hey guys, and welcome back to my weekly reading vlog where every time I finish a book, I hop on the camera and let you know my thoughts and feelings about it, and then let you know what I'm going to be reading next. Also, it's Saturday, so it's time for my end of the week update because yet again, it has been that kind of a week. Also, it's my last reading vlog for the foreseeable future. I did recently announce this in a video that was about the updates that I'm making to the channel, or at least the two visible updates that I'm going to be making to this channel. And one of them is that I am not going to be doing reading vlogs. If you are interested in how or why I came to this decision, I will leave the video linked down below. But yes, this is going to be the last one. But let's just go ahead and jump into the books. And first off, I finished How to Fight a Dragon's Fury by Cressida Cowell, the 12th and final book in the How to Train Your Dragon series. So the How to Train Your Dragon series is an elementary school edging into middle school fantasy series where we follow our main character of Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III as he becomes this great Viking hero. So it is the 12th book, so there's not a ton that I can tell you other than there's this war that is breaking out and Hiccup is trying to save humanity. That's about all I can say. But this has been a series that I have been reading throughout 2020 and have generally not been enjoying. And unfortunately, this book was no exception. So I thought it would be okay because book 11 was actually a surprisingly decent book that I did actually enjoy reading. This one, however, it was one big ending, unfortunately, and it's not small. So it's like 500 pages of an ending. And it's like, okay, so when you get to a book and a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times you get to a certain point in the book and you just know how it's going to end. You kind of caught the clues, you see where it's going, what the solution's going to be, whatever. You see the big fight coming. I don't know, it might be a different point in each book, but you know where it's going to go. I knew everything that was going to happen in this pretty much. Like I saw all the big stuff coming because of course it was going to be exactly that, right? So to me, it was just I didn't care where we were headed towards because I already knew where we were headed towards. It wasn't a big surprise to me. And so it just really hindered my enjoyment of this because, like, at one point, for example, there's this celebration and it is something big to celebrate. And I should be celebrating along with these characters. And all I can think of is, are we seriously going to spend 20 to 30 pages on this celebration that I already knew was going to be happening? Really? Which, to be fair, I'm an adult reading an elementary school, middle school aged book. For the intended audience, it's probably amazing, right? Like, I recognize this. I really do. I am not the intended audience. This is not for me. And unfortunately, that really did come to play in my enjoyment of this, in the fact that I just didn't enjoy it. And so, like I said, I saw basically all of the stuff coming. Like I knew it was going to happen. There were a few surprises that were good, and there were a few surprises that it was just kind of like, oh, why are we doing this? I know why we're doing this. I don't like it though. And so that was all kind of unfortunate as well. So in the end, I really it's not the worst book in the series, but it's definitely down there for my personal enjoyment. Now, when I do go to rate this on Goodreads, I'm not going to rate it as in accordance with my personal enjoyment because that's just mean. But yeah, I did not. I'm really glad that I've finished this series. And I am going to be hopeful that whatever my child picks out next will be something that I am more inclined to enjoy. I can hope. So the next update is on This Is How You Die, which is an anthology edited by Ryan North, Matthew Bennardo, and David Malki. And I have only read 2 of the stories in this additionally. So now I'm up to 4. But one of them that I read, I think I would have enjoyed if I didn't guess how the ending was going to go. I think I would have liked it a lot if the ending was more of a surprise. And I can't really say much more than that because I don't really want to ruin it for anybody. But I did see it coming, and so I was just like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And I moved on to the next one. The next one had a very open ending, and I I'm losing my mind just a little bit because I want to know. I want to know. I can't even tell you what I want to know or anything that's in the realm of it because, again, it'll spoil it. But I'm just like, there's this thing that I want to know, and I'm never going to know it because the story's over. Oh, it was both of them were still good. I will say that. But I am a little sad that, like, again, I caught what was happening in the first one and the second one. It's like it's so open-ended, and I don't love open-ended. So even though they were written well, I didn't enjoy them as much as I have other stories in this anthology series. But I will continue on. Although I do have to pick up the pace a little bit because I think there's like 30 stories and I've only read 4 of them. I'm going to try to read it and finish it before January, but I'm not entirely certain that that is entirely possible. Like, I don't know if I'll manage it because I do have one more book to read, and that is the last book that is on my December TBR, which is Tricks for Free by Seanan McGuire. This is the 8th book, 7th book, 7th book. 7th. You know what? I give up. It's a book in the Encrypted series. So the Encrypted series follows a family of cryptozoologists who liaison with and study and sometimes kill the monsters that live in our world that we don't even know about. This is a series that does switch perspectives on occasion. And I found that with the last perspective switch with Antimony, our main character in this one, I liked it much better. So this is the same narrator, and I am very excited. But in this particular book, Antimony is on the run essentially without any support from any of her allies, and so she goes and joins the circus. She has the skills to make this work, and she is just going to try to stay in hiding. And then some people find out who she is, and they really want her on their side, and she's just got to survive. I am, like I said, I'm very excited to read this because I do like Antimony as a narrator better than other narrators that we have had. And so, and the other thing is I'm really interested to see how she handles being on her own without support. And so I'm just excited to get into this. And so I'll see how it goes. But that's it, you guys. Like, you're going to have to wait for my December wrap up to see if I actually finished everything and what I think about those 2 books. But that's all I have for this reading vlog. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. But until next time, have happy reading, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.